Hi everyone, it's been a while here. It's been a while on this space, and I'm really sorry about that. So today I'm bringing you guys this beautiful Ayamase stew or ofada stew, but it's actually Ayamase. Ayamase and ofada are two different sauce for rice. So let me start off by introducing the ingredients for this Ayamase stew. Over here I have assorted different parts of intestine of a cow. I have different parts. Just do well to get anyone that you feel like you like, and do well to not use anyone you don't like, because not everything that everyone loves. If you are using the intestines like I'm using, you want to make sure that you wash it properly and clean it so that it will be very neat and not dirty. And if you do not have money for all this, just use eggs or dry fish, and that is perfectly fine as well. To your pot, you want to boil the meat. I actually set out some very soft part of the intestine, such as the liver, kidney. I just set that aside because I don't want to boil it together with the shaki and the intestine so that it does not get too soft. So I just seasoned this slightly with some seasoning cubes, salt, and some onion. Then I added some water to cook this till it's about 50% cooked before I introduce the rest of the meat to this, so that it can cook properly, so that one is not too soft and the other is not too hard. Over here I have some Ponmo. This is Ponmo Ijebu. I'm just going to cut this into tiny bits. I'm going to add this to the sauce so that it can be one of the assorted. Well, it's actually not assorted because it is not the intestine. So I'm just going to cut that into tiny bits, and I'm just going to cook that with the beef when it's about 50% cooked, so that everything can cook properly. This is the Ponmo. I've cut everything already. Look at how beautiful it's looking. I'm just going to set this aside and wait for the meat to cook till about 50% cooked, and I'll introduce it alongside the other protein which I did not cook together with it. This is actually the protein I did not cook. I'm just going to cut this. This is the liver also. Then I have I don't know what this is. This one that looks like shaki, I think that's the gizzard. Then that other one, I don't know what it is. I know that I cut everything because they are kind of very soft. They're giving this soft vibe. I'm going to cook that together with the meat when it's about 50% cooked alongside the Ponmo. So I'll just cut that aside, and I've cleaned everything well. Now back to the meat. You can see it has rendered part of its juices. Everything is looking really nice and it's looking delicious as well. So I'm just going to introduce the Ponmo and the other protein which I did not add in. I'm just going to add it into this, then add in some more water, this for seasoning, and adjust if need be. Then allow this to cook till it's about 100% cooked. If you're actually a vegetarian, you can actually make this without all of this. Just use only the peppers, which I will show you very soon. Just keep on waiting, please. And if you are new to my channel or you are returning and you've not subscribed, then please hit the subscribe button and like this video, as it helps my channel grow. And do not forget to leave a comment for me now or at the end of the video. I know the proteins are becoming too much, but please bear with me. I got this one for free from a customer at the market actually. I'm just going to wash this Panla with some salt and some room temperature water. Then I'm going to set this aside as well. And I also have eggs, which I'm going to add later on, because there's no Ayamase or ofada stew without eggs. So I'm going to add that later on. I've taken permission from you guys already. This is actually Iru or Locust beans. This will make the sauce taste really nice. And this is the one that did not clean. The one to the right is the clean one. The one to the left is the unclean one. Most of the times I use the one that did not clean because it tastes really nice. But they say they usually stored in it, so I had to clean it. Then I have some peppers. This is the base for the sauce. This is atarodo or hot peppers. You can as well use bell peppers, green one, or sweet chili peppers, green one. But if you are using the red ones, then you are making ofada and not Ayamase. These green ones will actually give you a dark color sauce, very dark color, and that is Ayamase. There is no Ayamase sauce without palm oil. I'm going to bleach some palm oil for about 12 minutes on very low heat. Then I'm going to cover the pot, allow it to bleach. Then once I notice that I bleached for 12 minutes, and I'm going to off the gas, turn off the gas, then allow it to cool down before I open it. Please do not try this at home if you're a child, because you can burn your house down if you try this. Let an adult do this. So just put the oil in the pot, allow this to bleach for 12 minutes untouched, then turn off the gas, and this is it. So for the peppers, you can actually just use a food processor on a manual grater for this. I blend my own off camera. I blend it outside the house, so that's why it's looking like this. The water is too much and all. You can actually get rid of the water, but I just fried everything like that. Now back to the meat. Everything is really looking nice. It took the fear of God. The fear of God not to eat everything, because I know I ate like 3 or 4 pieces out of this meat. So actually, when you finish cooking the meat, you check whether it is well cooked. You can see me checking everything whether it is properly cooked. Once it is well cooked, then you want to take a spoon with vent on it, take or scoop all the meat out of the pot. Then you want to cut everything into tinier bits. You can actually just leave it like that if you feel like the sizes are okay, but I felt like I still needed to cut them into tiny bits because it was necessary. Then you want to set the meat stock aside for use later. Then to the meat, you can see me cutting everything into tinier bite sizes. Everything looks really good. It was really tasty. The meat was really tasty actually. I won't lie. Just follow these directions and you come and testify. So I'm just cutting the meat into tiny bite sizes. Then I'll set aside. Then I'll fry that later on. So this is the meat. Oh yeah, every single subscriber should take one. I'm not sure it will be enough for my subscribers, my 704 subscribers. Then this is the Panla as well. I've cleaned it as well. Everything is set. It is time to start cooking properly. Now, to a pot, you want to add in the bleached oil. Then you want to allow that to heat up a bit before you add in the meat and the fish. Fry everything properly. Then you take that out. You can as well fry this, or you can grill or bake. Whatever you want to do to the meat, do that. But I prefer to always fry. That's because I don't have air fryer. That's why. Let me not lie. I don't have an air fryer. But with your likes, subscribes, and your share, like if you share my videos, then to reach a wider audience, and I'll get monetized soonest, and I will afford it. Now you can see how properly fried this is. Like, it should not be too dry so that you can still enjoy the juiciness in it. Just allow it to brown up a bit, and that's it. So take this out and set aside, and it is time to continue cooking. In that same oil, you want to add in some chopped up onion, mix everything well, then you add in your locust beans. Do not forget that locust beans, that is the game changer in this. Once you add in locust beans, fry that for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Don't allow the onions or the locust beans burn, because you won't like it. Then you now introduce your peppers that you've blended. God. So once you add the pepper you blended, give it a very thorough mix and start frying on very low heat, the lowest heat. If it can go down to 1, fry it on 1. Let it fry very well while it is covered, or use a vented cover. Let it fry slowly. That is the perfect option. So you just want to come at 10 minutes intervals, then check and stir so that it does not burn. Come again, 10 minutes interval, stir and continue. So this is a quick reminder to remind you guys to hit the subscribe button and like. If you've not done that, please do that ASAP, please. It helps my channel grow. So this is about 30 minutes of frying. You can see how dark it is becoming already. Ayamase is meant to be very dark. You can see how dark it is already. Then I'm just going to introduce all my protein, the meat, the Ponmo, the fish, and three eggs that I bought that night. I bought it that night because I was like, Ayamase must be had with eggs. So I bought eggs and I added it into it. I added the meat stock as well. Then I give it a thorough mix. Then I season it as well. Then I allow this to fry completely for the next 15 minutes. So in total, I fried this for about 45 minutes if I am not mistaken. So just cover this up and allow it to continue frying for the next 15 minutes. I was wondering, I forgot something. I forgot to add crayfish. You must add crayfish to this. You must add crayfish. Just add a bit of crayfish. Give it a mix, a thorough mix. Then allow it to fry for the remaining 15 minutes before everything comes together nicely and it is well cooked. 15 minutes later, let us see what we have. We have an Ayamase stew or sauce for white rice, and you can see how dark it is looking really beautiful, and it was really delicious as it looked. So do not forget to like this video and share with your family, friends, and your enemies. Everybody, they must see this video. Thanks, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.